Hi, welcome to the Belfry. This is the Brabazon Golf Course. My name is Chris Ryan, and this week it's the US Masters at Augusta National. And we're doing some videos looking at some of the shots that the golfers are going to need this week if they're going to win that green jacket. Now, the golf course at Augusta National is incredibly long. We've already done a video on what you can do to hit that ball a little bit further. We're now going to talk about another shot that the golfers are going to have to face, and that is the right to left ball flight. Now, for most of the field who are right-handed golfers, that's the draw shape, and we're going to talk a little bit in this video about how you can create that ball flight. It's quite well publicised that golfers who hit the ball right to left generally tend to do very, very well around Augusta. Having said that, I'm sure that Dustin Johnson is going to play his stock fade this week, and it wouldn't surprise me if he is near the top of the leaderboard. So it's not a shot that the golfers have to hit, but there are certain holes like 13, for example, at par 5 round the corner, where that right to left shot is really, really important for both the tee shot and the second shot. I'm on the par 5 17th here. I've hit my tee shot, which is into the middle of the fairway. I've still got some 260, 270 yards to go, and I'm going to talk through how I would play a right to left draw shot. So what do we need for that ball to curve from right to left? Well, really, we need three things, and we only need those three things. We need that contact to be right out the middle of the golf club. If the contact is off center, the ball flight will not relate to how the golf club was delivered into the ball. So centered contact is absolutely key. If you're not hitting the middle, that's really got to be your first sort of goal, if you like, is hit the middle, because it's very, very difficult to control the curve if the contact point is variable. Let's assume that we're hitting the middle of the golf club. I'm sure all of you are. The other two things that we have to have is a golf club which is traveling at the point of contact to the right of where we would like the ball to finish. So let's say I'm going to get this ball to finish in the middle of the green. I need my club path to be some amount to the right of that point. Once I have that, I then at impact need the golf club, so that's the club face, to be pointing somewhere between where my club was traveling and where I want the ball to finish. So somewhere between those 2 points. Now, if I can do those, I'll be able to hit that ball on that right to left ball flight. Now, many golfers will do this in different ways. Some golfers actually do that naturally. So as they stand there and just make their normal golf swing, they'll produce that flight. Unfortunately, for many golfers who play this game recreationally, they tend to hit the ball on the other direction, that left to right. So we're going to go through what you can do to influence those impact factors and how you can make your ball curve from right to left. The first thing we're going to get you to do is we're going to get you to align yourself to the right of the target, which is hopefully going to influence the club path. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to pick something that's to the right of the green. So I'm going to pick, there's a little tree that's on the right hand side, and I'm going to set myself up at that tree. So once I've done that, that sets my body alignment to the right of my target. Now, provided that my club path is fairly neutral on a normal swing, if I make a normal swing, that's going to ensure that my club path is somewhere out to the right of the target. So there's our first sort of element. I then need the golf club to point to the left. Now, the best way to do that is actually just to, at setup, tweak the club a little bit and then take your normal hold. So as I look down at this golf ball, that would appear to me that the club face is slightly closed. This is absolutely fine because that's what we need to create that curve. We need a difference between the club path and the club face. Now, as I said a moment ago, lots of golfers play a draw in different ways. This is, for me, if you're learning the draw, this is the simplest way, because many of the changes we do at setup, much, much easier to do that than to try and change it mid-swing, to try and change the club face through impact. Certainly some golfers will do that and they will have great success. But if you're struggling to draw the golf ball, this is a great way for you to learn. So we're going to align our body to the right. We're going to align the club face a little bit more left at setup, and then we're going to take our hold. And we're then going to try and make a normal golf swing where my club path follows my body line, which we've established is going to be out to the right. The slight adjusted club face at setup is going to mean that there is a difference, and we can get that ball curving on that right to left flight. It needs practice. Don't get me wrong. This is not something you're just going to think about, go on the course and be able to hit that draw perfectly. It takes a bit of practice. So if you have got access to a practice facility, a driving range, by all means, go ahead and try this on there, but practice it before you take it to the golf course. It's also worth practicing this with different clubs, because you're going to find it's harder to curve certain clubs and easier to curve other clubs. Let me have a go. This is certainly a shot that you will see the champion this week at Augusta having to hit. aligning myself out to the right. That's going to ensure my path is to the right. I'm then going to tweak the face a little bit. And as certain as I look down, that looks a little strange because the club face looks very, very twisted, but I'm going to trust that and hit this nice draw, hopefully into the middle of that green. Okay, definitely started right, definitely curving back. It possibly hasn't curved quite enough. I think that might be in the bunk on the right-hand side of the green, but I definitely created the right curve. That tells me I definitely created the right impact conditions, and that was really, really key for this video, is to understand what needs to happen down at impact to make that ball move in that certain way. Judging on that shot, I would need a little bit more practice at the range before I try this in a competitive environment. But please go ahead and try it. Let me know in the comments box how you got on, and watch the guys this week playing that right to left shot at Augusta, certainly on 13 and certainly on some of the other holes. That is a really, really key shot for them to have in the bag, and if they can pull it off, they're going to get closer to winning that green jacket. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that's helpful to you. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments box. There's a like button down there as well, and there's also a link to subscribe to my channel, so if you're not already a subscriber, please go ahead, click that link and get access to more videos just like this one. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.